Here on the channel, I usually focus on different features and tips that you can use your phone for, but today we need to talk about something a bit more serious: the March 2026 security update. Now, there's no need to panic, at least not right now, but you should absolutely not ignore this one. Google just released patches for 129 security vulnerabilities. A lot of these are your standard under-the-hood housekeeping fixes, but there are a few critical flaws that were revealed this month that make hitting that update button an absolute priority today. Let's start with the elephant in the room: CVE-2026-21385. And this is an integer overflow flaw in a Qualcomm display component, and it affects 235 different Qualcomm chipsets. Let that sink in for a minute. With over 200 chipsets impacted, that's going to be hundreds and hundreds of different phones from different OEMs that are all vulnerable to this. And the reason this is such a big deal is because it's being classified as a 0-day vulnerability, and Google notes that it is under limited targeted exploitation. That means there are a select number of hackers out there actively using this flaw to compromise devices and extract data from it. I know it's easy to put off installing a security update because of using terms like memory corruption or remote code execution, and it just sounds like a bunch of tech jargon. But however, alongside the Qualcomm bug, Google fixed a critical vulnerability in the Android system component. This specific flaw allows for a remote code execution with zero user interaction. Imagine that. Your phone is just sitting on your desk, locked, and you didn't click a sketchy link or touch a text message. You didn't even download a weird app either. But because your system was left unpatched, an attacker can send a specially crafted piece of data to your device over a network. And without you ever touching the screen, they just silently gained system-level access to your data. Suddenly, they have a backdoor to your passwords, your banking apps, and your emails. And this is why security updates aren't something to avoid. You should always be installing these over-the-air firmware updates as soon as they become available to you. So, Google has a reputation of splitting a month's security patches into 2 patch levels. And they're doing that this month with the March 1st and the March 5th updates. The March 5th level update is the one that bundles all of the fixes for closed source third-party hardware, which includes that actively exploited Qualcomm flaw that we just talked about. If you have a Google Pixel in hand right now, you can dive into your settings menu and install that update immediately. Google pushes these security patches to its Pixel phones and tablets on day one. But if you're sporting a OnePlus 15 or a phone from another manufacturer, then it might take a little longer. Vendors need some time to test and tweak these patches for their specific hardware configurations and firmware setup. But it's a good idea to check for this security update today, and if there is one waiting for you, then install it immediately. If not, keep a close eye out for that notification over the next few days to the next few weeks, and then the second it pops up, don't swipe it away. Tap on that install button.